Hey y'all, my name is Nikki. It's Nikki G. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you had a great weekend. Have a great week. All right, we're going to start off. I was going to say we're going to start off here, but we're not. We're going to start off in our monthly. So, money is normal. 520s for the 100 envelope. I ran on 20s, so we did 4 20s and the rest 20s and 5s for my binder of the Ladies Appreciation. This is our 25s, $400 to make our challenge we're going to play with now. And then we got 10 because I took one of the challenges out of our Learn and Save challenge, one that didn't have the name, didn't have any of this stuff. Let's took the 10 out of that. We're going to put it back into that collab, but without the India challenge because nobody else is doing it, so I took it out too because it's got nobody's name attached to it. So we're going to start off with Disney. Let's start Disney. Disney is over here. Let me grab this. We're going to put 20 into our Disney binder, and we're in March, so let me grab a 20 from back here. We're going to throw in this for Disney, and that's 20. All right, let me grab the book. And this is the Disney 12-month collab hosted by Steph's on a Budget, Weekly Budgets and Budgeting with Lysandra. And these are all participants as they go by month. We are doing ours by the month. So right now we're doing March, which is Lysandra, Budgeting with Lysandra. And her partner is Ayana at SDB_LLC. And we are doing Tiana with the numbers and the icons are $2 a piece. And Roll and Save with Dr. Yep. I forgot to call my daughter and ask her how she pronounces his name. Okay, but you know him. If you're a fan, hey. All right, so we're going to do $20 worth into this challenge. So I try to keep a little scratch pad of how much we got left so I can say I'm trying to be as honest. So we're starting off with 20. We're going to start here. We try to put 10 into this one as close as possible. And then go put the rest of it in the other challenge. Let me get the dice. So our first roll is a 1. Put 1. That takes us to 19. All right. So our next roll is 3. Takes us to 16. Be good to get a 6. And we got a 1. 1 takes us to 15. And 1. I'll try the other dice tray because this one likes 1s and we are trying not to do this one die at a time. Okay, so our next roll. So we are down to, that takes us to 14, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 4. Okay, so takes us to 14. And we got a 6. All right, so that would take us down to 8 then. Okay, let me go over to this one, put the dice tray back here. All right, 8. So if we do this 5, takes us down to 3. We will do an icon, takes us down to 1, and we'll do this 1. So that will take care of our 20 this week for Disney collab. This one is Budgeting with Sandra, and this one is SDBA_LLC. Dr. Facilier. I don't know how they pronounce it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Great challenge, ladies. All right, and then next we're going to do our monthly, and sorry I just hit my light. So we are going to do into this one. We will do this one. We stuffed double last week, so I'm gonna try to skip that one. We'll see what happens. We owe 5 into this one because this one we did not double last week. So this one should be caught up now to Blessed Budget by Abigail. So this one's Odette Budgeting Life and Papoose Creations US. And then the one we caught up on last week because we played double on accident is going to be Blessed Budgets by Abigail. But see how we got 2 marked off, so we're caught up with that one. All right, and then we're going to put into this one $10. And this goes to our puppy dogs that are back here. All right, and for this puppy dog, how cute is he? We're going to do our second set of footprints. All right, and he is all set. This one's Lazy Sloth Savings. Cute, how cute. All right, now we're going to put this one away. And now we're going to go and start our binders. We're going to start off with our 100 envelope challenge. 5 20s. The box is starting to get full. I have to go to the bank and get some $100 bills and condense those down. All right, and then next is going to be $100 into our challenge. We just did this. This is my 100 envelopes, so I need to mark that one off. So that would be the 85 here. And 85 plus 15 would be the 100. All right, so we finish our first full row on the top. And we are working towards our second row now. All right, so now we're going to, I think we finished these guys last week. That one's done, so we're starting here again. Okay, so on this one now, since we are done with the individual ones, let me do this. There's 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So on this young lady, we're going to go ahead and do 20 again. So this will be 15 here, plus 5 here. So let's take 20, 10, 15, 20. And her pink garden out there with her puppy singing. All right, and this one, 5, 10, 15, 20, doing the same thing. I'm gonna put 20 into this young lady singing in the kitchen. And we're gonna do 15 and 5. All right, she is set. Now we're gonna do this young lady. We got a 20, so we're gonna put a 20 in the back of hers. And she is going to be 15 and 5. She is all set in her kitchen. All right, and our last singing young lady is going to be this young lady in the kitchen. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the spatula that has 15 and the spatula that has 5. So she is all set. And then our last one's going to be, our last 20 is our little beauty. We'll do the 5 and the 15. All right, and that's our $100 this week into these challenges. All right, and put this up. We're going to do our collab, no piggies. I'm going to put all the money towards the Learn and Save collab because I want to get it to where we try to get it done before the end of the year. Before the end of the month. So we're going to work on it exclusively. We should have, I think, 110. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. 75. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, it's supposed to be 60. We went higher up, so 75. Okay, so since we're doing 75, and we got 6 posts, I'm going to do around 10 per card. I still don't have dice, but we're going to play this one today to try to get something going on it. So I'm going to go over each of them. So this one's going to be Barbados. Barbados is the birthplace of rum. Over 80 beaches with white sand. Harrison Cave is a major attraction. And this is from Jessie G. Stuffings. And this is the minis with the big challenge. I'm going to go ahead and do, I think, $10 in her big challenge. We'll keep the little ones for later if we have like catch-all requests or anything like that. So we're going to do this 6 and this 4. All right, that's beautiful Barbados. All right, and I'm just throwing the money all together in one envelope, so just put it over here, but that's for Barbados. We got it taken care of. Let me put the paper clip back on her for Barbados. All right, and this one's gonna be the Netherlands, and it says Netherlands, and this is by Nine's Budgets, and she goes, Netherlands, Dutch call themselves cheeseheads. This one says, Netherlands, the windmills built to keep the country from flooding. And there's just a pretty picture. And this one says, the Netherlands, the Dutch cycle over 1 million kilometers every single day. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm going to put 10 into this one too. I'll probably just put it all into this one right here. So 5, 10. And we're going to do a 3, a 3, a 2, a 2. 3, 2, 3, 2 makes 10. And that's the Netherlands by Nine's Budgets. Beautiful. She always has such pretty challenges. All right, and then the next one's going to be Costa Rica. And this is her challenge and her minis. So on this one, the mini says, Costa Rican coffee is renowned for its high quality, 100% Arabic beans. And she's got a picture of a sloth on this one. Oh, I'm sure it says something. The sloth is the national, maybe animal. It's an orange, so I can barely read it. If you can read it. Oh, I can't read it. Okay, and then it says Costa Rica has over 200 volcanic formations and 6 main active volcanoes. All right, so we'll do 10 in this one as well. 5, 10. And we will do a 6 and a 4. This is almost a good color for this one. It almost disappears in it. All right, so that's Costa Rica. Very pretty. This one is Croatia. This is the Croatian flag. This is a island. Croatia has a love island called, again, I'm going to butcher because it's not my language, Glasenjak. Sorry. Glasenjak. Glasenjak, known as Lover's Island. And then this one is Debernak, famous for its perfectly preserved medieval wall that surrounds the entire old town. And then there's some pictures of Croatia and the 5 fun facts. Dalmatian dogs oriented in Croatia. They originally came from the Dalmatia region of Croatia. Croatia has an exceptional literacy rate, with literacy rates of more than 99%. This positions Croatia among the top rating countries worldwide in terms of education literacy. Croatia has the tiniest village nestled in the Istran Peninsula. Hum, H-U-M, is renowned as the smallest town worldwide, with just around 20 residents. Parts of the Games of Thrones were filmed in Croatia. The popular television series Game of Thrones generated worldwide praise and showcased stunning locations across Croatia. Croatia faces population decline. While most countries experience population growth, Croatia faces unique challenges due to its aging population and immigration. This has resulted in steady decline in the country's population. Interesting. All right, we're going to put 10 into this one, and this one was mine. So we're going to do 5 and 10. Let me get these bundled together. Alright, and this one's going to be from What's the Duck Savings at with Diet, I think is how she pronounced it. And she's got this beautiful roll and save. And then we've got a couple of postcards. We started this one. These are $5 from, it's a color and save. And this postcard is save. So the $1 for each postcard. We'll probably do around that, if not more, but we'll see once we get there how close we are towards the game. We're going to start this one. So on this one, we're going to do $10. I'm going to go ahead and do a roll. Kind of risky, but we're going to attempt it to try to play with the game. So let's grab our dice. So our first one is going to be 6. All right, it says 6. Let me give you some, I forgot to give you the facts. So Korea, traditional clothing, hanbok, I hope I'm not mispronouncing that name, famous for K-pop and K-dramas. The capital is Seoul. Population is 51 million. The national dish is kimchi. The language in Korea is Korean. There's Jeju Island. And it says currency is Korean won. All right, so since it's 6, let's roll one more and see if we can come up with, we got a 5, so we're gonna IO it $1. All right, so I'm gonna put it back here. Do this backwards. Paper clip it together. All right, so I'm gonna take this, since we owed it 1, I'm gonna put another 5 in here, but I'm gonna take the other 4 because this one's a 5. We only owed it 1 more. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this other one a 4 to make us even. That way I'm not just giving it more money and not doing a thing on it. Okay, so this one should have 20. We have not played this one yet, so that's why it's getting the extra, because this one we skipped last week waiting for the dice. And the dice are not gonna be here till Monday. And by the time you're watching this, I'm in my middle of my work week. My schedule changes, so I'm going to be working when this video comes out. So we're recording ahead of time, and the dice are right here. So we're going to go ahead and do this one. If I come across one that has like anything less than a D6 or small, I'll spin this until I get a letter. I'll roll till I get a letter number in that range. If it's bigger, we might put that a card aside and wait. But let's go ahead and we'll start. Guess we'll start here. So I don't see a starting spot. We'll start where the number 5 is, and we're gonna roll. So we got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for $1. Okay. So that's 1. And then we go 2, and that's 2. So that makes us to 3. Where's my scratch? We'll get that scratch pad back out and go. Okay, we got another one because I don't know where the other one is at. So we'll say this is sitting at, oh, here it is. This one is sitting at 3 currently. That 1, that 2. So we got a 3 right now. And it says, move around the board, rolling any dice of your choice. If you land on a number, save that amount. If you land on an outline, pull the card. There's an extra fat card if you want a bonus. If you spot you land on has an extra icon, roll a d4 and add that to your savings. Okay, so I don't have a d4, so we're gonna roll this till we get a 1, 2, 3, or 4. And I got a 4, so I need to make that then be 7. Okay. And we go 2, which is 5. So that takes us to 12. We got to do a roll and save again for, I need a 1 through 4. I need a 1 through 4. 3. So that makes us then 15. Okay, we've got 5 left. 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's a 2, which takes us to 17. I need a 1 through 4. All right. So we will have an IOU for this one of 1 because that takes us to 21, and we have 20. Put this money over here, but at least we started this one. Yay! The fat cards are going to be pulled once we pull these. So I don't have any facts to give you at this point until we get a fat card. But she is Algerian. This is going to be, I'm sorry, Mama's Budget and More. It's very pretty. All right. And that is, I want to show you all one more thing. Let me clean this up real quick. I'm going to pause it. We'll fast forward as you watch me clean up. And then I'll show you one more thing before we go. Okay, thank you for letting me clean up. So I want to show you all, I have this bright idea, and I have decided it's not so bright, but I was going to start a 100 envelope challenge for Christmas, July for Christmas. It started around whenever my other 100 envelope finishes, started around June, July, and hopefully be done before Christmas. I thought, oh, I'll do 100 A6 envelopes and challenges. It'll be fun, right? Okay, I want you to see what I have done. There's a book, and there's a book. That is 2 A6s with 100 envelopes and challenges. I can't even fasten them. They don't reach. They're one of my widest binders, and I had to use 2 because one would not hold them all. I think I have made a probably horrible mistake, but I've got them full. They're all full of challenges. There's over 100 challenges. There's probably close to about 120 to 150 because some of them are doubled up, tripled up, that kind of thing. What have I got myself into? All right, you all have a great week. Stay safe. We will see you soon. Bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have fun, you all.